Okay, so this is year 2012 and it's year 10 and it's end of year exam. So this is getting ready for 2013. We're looking at the measurement section. Below is a life-size picture of a cell phone. Use your ruler. Okay, so I'm not clearly going to do that because I'm not going to physically measure it at the moment. Okay, I'm presuming you know how to use a ruler. Calculate the area of the cell phone. Show your working. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to say the length is 8.8 centimetres and the width is 4.3 centimetres and calculate the area. So area is, if you've got x and y, it's going to be x times y to get the shaded area. So we've got 8.8 times 4.3, which equals, grab the calculator and go 8.8 times 4.3, we get 37.84. So we're going to have 37.84 centimetres squared because it was centimetres times centimetres, so it's centimetres squared. Okay. It would appear that the answer scheme has got a bit confused there, so ignore that. The cell phone comes packaged in a box with these dimensions. Okay. Calculate the volume of the box. So for volume, we go this times this will give us this area here, and then we can times by depth. So we're actually timesing this by this by this. So the volume is 3 by 12 by 6, which equals, get our trusty calculator, which I hope you bring to the exam, 3 times 12 times 6. So I've got 216. What are my units? Centimetres cubed, because it's centimetres times centimetres times centimetres. Okay. We can tick that one. I'm just checking I don't do anything completely dumb. How many boxes of cell phones could be packaged in a carton that is cubed shaped? So it's 60 by 60 by 60. Ooh, now that could be quite tricky. We could go 60 by 60 by 60 and go 60 to the power of 3, and that equals 216, 3 zeros, centimetres cubed. And so then we could go divide by the 216 and we get 1,000, but that might not be strictly correct. Let's have a look at 60 divided by 3. So if we go 60 divided by 3, we'll get 20 that way. 60 divided by 12, we'll get 5 that way. And 60 divided by 6, we get 10 that way. So this only works because we can get nice, neat, tidy rows that way. There won't be any leftovers. If these numbers weren't so neat and tidy, it wouldn't actually be that simple, and you might actually have empty space. So for excellence questions, explaining that would be important. Okay, question 2. Give the area and perimeter of the shape drawn on the grid. Assume the grid shows square centimetres. Okay, I'm just going to pop that into paint. Alright, now this here is a square centimetre. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So we actually have 21 centimetres squared. You could go 4 times 2 is 8, and then here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 2 is 10, and that's 3, so 18, 19, 20, 21. So we've got 21 centimetres squared is the area. What's the perimeter equal to? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22 centimetres is the perimeter. Otherwise we could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 plus 2 plus, yeah, you know what I mean. You don't actually have to count in ones. I'll leave that with you. I think I've answered that enough. We'll go back. So we got our area and perimeter. That's okay. So our area was our 21 centimetres squared, and our perimeter was 22 centimetres. Okay. Right, what appropriate temperature does this thermometer show in Celsius? Celsius is on this side and Fahrenheit is on this side. So in Celsius, I need to try and work out where that is. So is it just over halfway? So it might be, no, it might be exactly halfway. Okay, I'm going to draw a line there and draw a line there. That's basically halfway between. So that's 15 degrees Celsius. In Fahrenheit, that looks like it's 60 degrees Celsius. Yeah, Fahrenheit. Roughly what temperature in Fahrenheit is equivalent to -5 degrees Celsius? Ooh, if I divide that by 3, I get 5. And if I divide this by 3, I get 20. So I'm going to go -20 degrees Celsius. If it was, oh no, I've made a really silly assumption that they both have 0 in the same place, and I've just realised, of course, that they don't. So I need to stop and think. They both don't have 0 in the same place. I actually just need to read it off the graph. Okay, so I'm going to try and draw a line there. So it's around 31 degrees Celsius, something like that. Roughly what temperature in Fahrenheit is equivalent to -5? I really should just be failing this at this point, isn't it? I wasn't doing that, I'm doing this. So I'm trying to find my -5 here, and that's actually hard to read. So we go 24 degrees Fahrenheit. What I've shown you there is how the easiest questions you can get them wrong by just not reading them properly or just thinking on a tangent. Very easy to get stuff wrong. Here is an excerpt from the television channel's program guide. Okay, give Squirrely Squirrels start time as a 12-hour clock time. Squirrely Squirrels is 13:25. So that's going to be 1:25 p.m. Okay. How long does melodrama run for? Melodrama starts at 9:50 and ends at 10:30. So from 9:50 till 10 o'clock there's 10 minutes. And then from 10 o'clock to 10:30 there's 30 minutes. So it's going to be 40 minutes. Okay. Which item runs the longest and how long is it? So we're going to have to try and scan for the difference. What's the difference between here and here? 6:40 to 8:40, less than 2 hours. That's less than half an hour. That's about half an hour. That's 15 minutes. That's 40 minutes. 10:30. That's quite a wee long time there, and then that one's over an hour. So between 10:30 to 11:30 is an hour, so that's 1 hour 40. And between here and here, from 6:40 to 7:40 is an hour, and then 7:40, so that's 1.5 hours. Might be best to put 2 dots there rather than a point. Point is a bit, it's not decimal, it's actually 25 minutes. Okay, so I've got the infomercials. And how long is it? 1 hour 40 minutes. Okay, so that's cool. Question 5. Fill in the gaps with the appropriate thing. Okay, no list to choose from. Adult male, 78 kilograms. 2-story building might be 520 meters high? No, it might be 5 meters high, so there's 100 centimeters in a meter, so that's going to be centimeters high. That was a bit tricky. A teaspoon of sugar weighs 100 grams. The distance between cities is usually measured in kilometres. This is general knowledge, guys. It really is. So 5A kilograms, 5B is centimetres. That was actually merit. 5C is grams. And they've only put G as opposed to GMS. So maybe G is more correct. And then the distance there. So that was achieved. Merit, achieved. So they do actually get that it's a little bit tricky getting your stuff right with this. Okay. A building contains an internal roofless courtyard that can only be accessed from inside the building. A basic floor plan is shown above. Calculate the area of the floor space shaded. So they're actually meaning this. Okay, so I'm going to go 10 meters times 12 meters minus, I'm going to chop this into 2 pieces. 5 times 2, which is this bit here, and then that's 2, so that's going to be 3, because 2 plus 3 is 5. It does say 5, doesn't it? Oops. Yes. So that's minus 5 times 2 and 3 times 2. Okay, so that's cool. So that's going to be 120 less 10 plus 6 is 16. So that's going to be 104 meters squared. Okay. Calculate the perimeter of the internal courtyard. So we're going to have 5 plus 5 plus 2 plus 3 plus 3 plus 5. Let me check that with the diagram. 5 plus 5 plus 2 plus 3 plus 3 plus 2. I could actually think of it like that, that bit's moved there and that bit's moved there. So 4 5s are 20. So I know it's going to be 20. Oops, I missed out a 2 here, didn't I? 5 plus 5 plus 2 plus 3 plus 2 plus 5. So that's going to be 20. 20 what? 20 meters. Oops, sorry. Alrighty, so now we're going to go back up here to question 7. Okay, that one I've already done a video of, so we'll ignore that one. Question 8. A biology teacher uses a 15-litre chili bin to bring cows